Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn subject history. We will continue learning chapter number 8, States after the Maurya Empire. Students, in the last part of the chapter, we have already studied about three important dynasties that emerged after the decline of the Maurya Empire. The last Maurya Empire was called as Emperor Brihadratha. He was brutally killed by his own general Pushyamitra Shunga. After the death of the emperor, Pushyamitra Shunga himself became the king, and thus a new dynasty called the Shunga dynasty was emerged. Some of the Greek kings who had small kingdoms towards the northwest of Indian subcontinent were known as the Indo-Greek kings. Among these kings, the famous Indo-Greek king was King Menander. He was also called as King Milinda. The next dynasty about which we have studied was the Kushana kings. The Kushanas were the tribes who had emerged from Central Asia. The Kushana kings established their rule in the northwestern region and also in the state of Kashmir. It is said that Emperor Kanishka of the Kushana Empire had established the city of Kanishkapur in the state of Kashmir, which is today known as Kanpur, near the city of Srinagar. Among all the kings who ruled the Kushana Empire, Emperor Kanishka is one of the important kings. Students, this was a short recap of what we have learned in the previous video. Now, let us continue with our today's learning. Today, we are going to learn about the next three important dynasties. These dynasties are the Gupta dynasty, the Vardhan dynasty, and also about some of the powers that emerged in the northeast parts of India. So now, let us begin with today's studies. The Gupta dynasty. Towards the end of the 3rd century, there was a rise of the Gupta dynasty in North India. For around 3 centuries, the Guptas remained in the power and ruled over their empire. Students, 3 centuries means 300 years. In short, the Guptas remained in the power for nearly 300 years. The founder of the Gupta dynasty was Emperor Shrigupta. Emperor Samudragupta and Emperor Chandragupta II were the notable kings of the Gupta dynasty. These were the kings who expanded the boundaries of the Gupta Empire. Now, let us learn in detail about Emperor Samudragupta. When Chandragupta I was the emperor of the Gupta Empire, the expansion of the empire had already begun. After Chandragupta I, his son Samudragupta became the next emperor. Emperor Samudragupta defeated the smaller neighboring kingdoms and extended the Gupta Empire further. In his time, the Gupta Empire spread from Assam to in the east up to the Punjab towards the west of India. Emperor Samudragupta had also conquered the eastern coastal regions up to Kanchi in the state of Tamil Nadu. Students, in the map, the blue colored region shows the Gupta dynasty, which was conquered or expanded by Emperor Samudragupta. Due to all such victories, his power came to be recognized everywhere. He was referred as one of the strongest kings during that period. As a result of all these things, the kings on the northwest frontier and also in the neighboring country of Sri Lanka made treaties or signed a friendship agreement with Emperor Samudragupta. As a result of all such treaties, these kingdoms were directly or indirectly ruled by Emperor Samudragupta. Students, in the city of Prayag, there is a pillar. The inscriptions or the writings on this pillar describes us about Samudragupta's contest and also about his victories. This inscription is also known as Prayag Prashasti or the Allahabad Prashasti. It is also said that Emperor Samudragupta was an expert veena player. Students, veena is a musical instrument. This shows that Samudragupta was fond of music. Emperor Samudragupta had minted coins which had a variety of images engraved on them. In one of such coins, he is seen playing the veena. His name Samudragupta is also engraved on the coin. Thus, it is due to all these reasons that Emperor Samudragupta is one of the notable kings of the Gupta dynasty. Students, now let us study about Emperor Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II was the son of Emperor Samudragupta. After Samudragupta, his son Chandragupta II ascended the throne and became the next emperor. Soon after becoming the emperor, Chandragupta II extended the Gupta Empire towards the northwest region. The important states or the kingdoms of Malwa, Gujarat, and Saurashtra were easily won by Chandragupta II, and hence these kingdoms became a part of the Gupta dynasty. In order to establish strong and good relations with the powerful Vakataka rulers in the south of India, Emperor Chandragupta II has given his daughter's hand named Prabhavati in marriage to the king named Rudrasen II. Due to this marriage, there established a good relationship in between the Vakataka kingdom and the Gupta dynasty. Students, at Mehrauli near the state of Delhi, there is an pillar which is made up of iron. The speciality of this pillar is that over the course of last 1500 years, that is around 1500 years, even this iron pillar has not rusted. This is an excellent specimen or the best example of the metallurgical skills that the ancient Indian people had. On this iron pillar is the inscription which bears the name of the king called Chandra. On the basis of this inscription naming Chandra, it is assumed that this iron pillar belongs to the time period when Chandragupta II was the emperor of the Gupta dynasty. During this time period, the Buddha bhikkhu named Fa Hien had come to India from China. Fa Hien had written an account of all his travels in India. By reading these writings, we can get information about the efficient administration skills of the Gupta emperors. Now, let us learn about the next dynasty, that is the Vardhan dynasty. After the decline of the Gupta power, many new states emerged in North India. Among those states, the Gupta dynasty is one such state. The Vardhan dynasty was founded by the king named Prabhakar Vardhan. Initially, he was the king of Thanesar near Delhi. After Prabhakar Vardhan, his son Harshavardhan expanded the Vardhan dynasty. The boundaries of the Vardhan dynasty were spread up to Nepal in the north till river Narmada in the south, from Assam in the east till Gujarat in the west. At that time, Raja Bhaskar Varman was the king of Kamrup or the ancient Assam. Emperor Harshavardhan had maintained cordial and good relations with Raja Bhaskar Varman. He also had established friendly relations with the Emperor of China, and to strengthen this relation, he had sent his ambassador to the Chinese court. The capital city of Harshvardhan's empire was Kannauj. During the reign of Emperor Harshavardhan, trade flourished, and hence Harshvardhan used to spend a large portion of his revenue for the welfare and betterment of his people. After every 5 years, he used to distribute all his wealth among the people in his kingdom. Emperor Harshavardhan was a great scholar. In his court, he had a poet named Bhana Bhatta. Poet Bhana Bhatta had wrote a biography of Emperor Harshavardhan, which was named as Harsha Charitram. In this text or the biography named Harsha Charitram, information about the life and all the achievements of Harshavardhan are stated. Harshvardhan had become a follower of Buddhism, but even after it, he gave equal importance to all other religions, and people were free to follow a religion of their own choice. Being a scholar himself, Harshvardhan had written 3 Sanskrit plays. The plays written by Harshvardhan are Ratnavali, Nagananda, and Priyadarshika. During the regime of Emperor Harshavardhan, a Buddhist bhikkhu named Yuan Chuang had come to India from China. Yuan Chuang had visited and traveled to all parts of India. He had stayed at the Nalanda University for around 2 years. On returning back to his homeland, that is China, he had translated many Buddhist manuscripts in Chinese language for the Chinese people to read and understand it. Students, now let us study about the last part of the chapter. It is the powers in the Northeast India. A story in the epic Mahabharata tells us about the marriage of Prince Arjun and Princess Ulupi. Princess Ulupi was the princess of the state of Manipur in East India. After it, the state of Kamrup emerged in the 4th century. This state was established by Pushyavarman. In the pillar inscriptions of Emperor Samudragupta at Allahabad, the name Pushyavarman is been mentioned. Many inscriptions of the Kamrup kings are available. In the epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana, the named Pragjyotish is being used for Kamrup. The capital of the state of Kamrup was Pragjyotishpur. Today, the city of Pragjyotishpur is known as the capital city of Guwahati in the state of Assam, which is one of the important states towards northeast India. In the book titled Peripatus of the Itharian Sea, the city of Kamrup is mentioned as Krihadiya or as the region of the Kirat people. The kingdom of Kamrup extended on the Brahmaputra river basins. It also had some parts of Bengal and Bihar and also our neighboring country Bhutan in it. During the reign of King Bhaskar Varman, Yung Chuang had visited Kamrup. Thus, it is said that the kingdom of Kamrup towards the northeast of India was also one of the important kingdoms. So, students, in this chapter, we have learned about different kingdoms in the North India that have emerged after the Mauryas empire declined. Also, we have learned about the situation in the northeastern part of India during that period. In the next chapter, we will learn about the kingdoms towards the south of India during the same period, that is after the decline of Maurya Empire. Thank you.